What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx here, going full nerd, and I'm going to slide in a quick review, and that is on the recently previewed out in LA Superman Red Sun. Okay, now I titled this video The Cold War Revisited because it has flashbacks to the 1950s, things like that. But anyway, Superman Red Sun is based on DC Comics' famed Elseworlds tale from 2003. All right, so it takes place in an alternate reality where the spaceship bearing Superman, the last survivor of Krypton, it crash landed not in the United States, not in Kansas, but in Stalin-controlled Russia. So you already know there's going to be some real big ideological changes. All right. So if you think about it, can this Cold War era Earth survive the coming of a Soviet Superman? That's kind of me paraphrasing the press releases and things like that. But I will have to tell you, I've never really had anything bad to say about Warner Brothers Animation when it comes to the DC comic properties. Now, for the most part, they're usually Batman centric. Titles like Batman and Robin, the Suicide Squad, things like that. And there's been a couple with Superman, most notably the Justice League stuff and the most recent Death of Superman. So I'm not going to really dig into this movie too much, but I will say it shows a big difference in the direction that the DC animated films are going. And when I say difference, I'm not saying a difference in a bad way. I'm just saying the variety and the strength of their storytelling. Now, here's the key. First and foremost, this is not a direct adaptation of the original comic book. It has major differences, but the story's well placed. I like the foreshadowing it provided in a couple of instances, especially with the Batman, the Russian Batman. And the Elseworld takes on Bizarro, the Green Lantern Corps, Wonder Woman, even Jimmy Olsen was different. But here goes the key. The alternate take on the Lex Luthor-Superman relationship was the wildest part. Since I feel we're so used to seeing Lex Luthor as a villain, this kind of paints him a little more eccentric and pushing boundaries, which proves the narrative can make you feel a certain way about an individual. Lex wasn't a hero, but he wasn't a villain. He wasn't evil, but he wasn't completely great. And the same goes for Superman. He wasn't a bad guy per se, but the movie did show just how much someone can be blinded by being indoctrinated by a certain way of thinking. It's deep. It goes deep. But the bottom line is I enjoyed the animated feature. And what does your boy Onyx give it? Hey, it gets a 4 out of 5, though it didn't have all the nuances of the original source material, and it abbreviated the story to fit the 1 hour and 24-minute runtime. Superman Red Sun is worth taking a look at, worth spending the money on and watching it and enjoying it. Anyway, this is your boy Onyx here, going full nerd. Make sure you join me every Sunday, 6 p.m. for a live podcast recording, and check out the podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, and especially anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. And remember, hit this video with a thumbs up, hit this with a like on your podcast recording, whatever you listen to, and subscribe. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here.